Soul family. Can you believe it? We're halfway through this year of 2026. We are in the 6th month of the year. And before you even ask yourself whether you've achieved your goals, what have you, I believe there's a more important question here. And my question to you is this: has your life been telling you something, been calling you in on something? Is there something that you've been avoiding? And the truth has gotten so loud, given the part of the year that we're actually in. Well, today, you all, I'm talking about the audit. Not a business audit, the audit of your current reality.
Push until we overflow, that's just how the story goes. Yeah. Push until we overflow, that's just how the story goes. Push until we overflow, that's just how the story goes. Push until we overflow, that's just how the story goes.
Blessings and abundance. I'm your host, Zen Howard. Welcome to the Zen Effect Show, a globally syndicated experience reaching over 80 plus countries, a space where we slow down just enough to make sense of life and navigate the highs, the hits, and everything in between, because living in your effect means choosing life in alignment. Truth is, when you shift your soul, you begin to shape your world. You can listen live on WJWR Internet Radio Chicago and WBNC Breaking Chains Radio in Philadelphia. And stay connected with me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Just follow the Zen Effect Show for daily inspiration and behind the scenes moments. Subscribe on YouTube to watch the in-studio conversations and experience the show visually. Now, let's flow into today's conversation. Right now, businesses all across the country are conducting audits. They're reviewing numbers, they're reviewing performance, they're reviewing what's working, they're also reviewing what's not working, they're reviewing opportunities, they're reviewing inefficiencies, risks. And I begin to think, because I'm hearing so much about business audits, just did one myself. And the thought that came to me was this: when was the last time I audited my life? Whoa. And my question to you is this: when is the last time you audited your life? Not your goals, your life. Because there is truly the difference. So, family, before I get into today's conversation, first I just want to say how amazing it feels to be on the mic. You know, when you are in purpose, on purpose, It feels like home. What you do for a living feels like home. Now, don't take me inaccurately. I'm not saying that every day you want to run through the flowers and skip and the sunshine is always shining, okay? No matter what you're doing career wise, whether you're a business owner, whether you are working in 9 to 5, corporate America, whatever the case may be, what have you. No matter what challenges or growth spurts, growing pains, however you want to phrase it, come along, gosh, it just always feels like home. And I want to ask you today, my question to you is this: is what you are doing right now in your life, because think about it. The careers that we do, the work that we do, the craft that we oh so beautifully curate, does it feel like home? Could it have once felt like home? Where was the shift if it no longer feels like home? And this leads me into today's discussion. Most people know exactly what's happening in their bank account, but they're not aware of what's actually taking place in their spirit. Most people know what is happening in their business, but they have not checked in on their relationships. Most people know what's happening with work. Most people do, or they have a sense of what's going on, but they have not checked in with themselves. And I believe that's what this moment is asking of us, you all. I was actually called in today. It was actually stated to me, and that individual said, you go all out for others, but what about yourself? And when that was stated to me, it brought up this topic of the audit. And because of the energetics that we are currently in right now, I have been so busy and go, 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 that I realized I haven't paused fully with myself. I've taken moments of pause, but I have not paused fully. And I said, I'm definitely taking that time today. And I thank that person for calling me in. Because, see, those are the individuals that you want in your life. Those are the individuals that you continue to grow with and foster relationship with. Because that's what love looks like. That's what love looks like. People around you who care enough to say, this ain't you, what's this? What energy? Woo! What energy is behind that? Because that is not you. We'll be back right after this break. You all, I'm just taking a pause real quick because I am so excited right now. Oh my gosh, I'm getting ooh, I'm getting like this energetic vibration right now that's just coming up from the soles of my feet to my shoulders very strongly, because I am so excited to share this news with you all. I would love to work with you. So a little bit about me is that I am an executive producer, media host, content strategist, and creative media consultant and content creator. And you all, I just placed all the information on my website. Go ahead and check it out right now. The services that I offer. I'm so excited. Some of those services are podcast and media production, social media and content creation, event media coverage. That's right, I can cover your events. And not only can I cover your events, I can also go live from the radio. That's right. Getting your event out there to the masses with a 7.2 million market reach, you all, of people. Coaching and consulting I offer coaching and consulting when it comes to podcast shows, when it comes to any TV show you may be doing, brand development. I also offer the service of content strategy and creative leadership. And when you visit my website, you can learn more about what those services actually entail. For instance, when it comes to podcast and media production, for you that may be content strategy and audience growth, that could be guest booking for your show. So please go ahead and visit my website, www.thezeneffectco.com, and click the tab services. All the information lives there and you can book a call with me. I am so excited to offer this because so many, when I announced this, so many have told me, Zen, so many business owners need this. And I know that they do. And that's why I'm just ecstatic with joy to offer it. So again, go ahead and visit my website, thezeneffectco.com. Click the tab services and be sure to book that call. And I look forward to supporting you. All right, everyone, let's get back to it and let's flow with today's show. So when I talk about an audit is awareness. That's what an audit does. An audit brings awareness to what you are creating, what your reality creation, where it currently is. Where it currently is. Just like an audit does in business, it shows where the business is. What are the goals for the business? What was the theme when it came to 2026, your 2026 goals to support you in the long-term future goals of that business within your business. And this equates as well to your life. When it comes to what you are creating for yourself, where are you currently? Where are you currently? It's simply looking at what's true without any judgment, without any shame, and definitely without those excuses, you all. Just facts, just truth. And this is what many people, I believe, are being invited to right now, because whether we want to realize it or not, life is always giving you feedback. Always. Are you listening? Take a moment and pause and look at your current experience, your reality creation. Let me walk you through this. Look at your relationships. So as we do this, let me pause for a second. As we do this, I would love for you to envision yourself, and there is nothing but space around you. There's nothing but space around you. And as I mention and name each thing, I want you to add it into that space. So, relationships, add those in. Whomever comes to mind when you hear the word relationships, add all those people in. Be with that for a moment. Just be with that. Is there a message relating to your relationships that is being communicated to you? I know there is definitely one being communicated to me. Definitely. What about you? State what that is right now. Okay. Now, clear the room. Go back to that space. And the reason why we're clearing the room is so that you can be present with each facet of your experience. Now your energy. How's that going? We halfway through the year. How's that energy feeling? Your energy. Be with your energy. A great way to connect with yourself is to take a full body breath. Oh my gosh, I hear my spiritual sister saying this to me. Zen, no, take a full body breath. When you take a full body breath, your belly button goes into the diaphragm. It lifts up. It goes in. Take a full inhale in. Then exhale slowly out. It's the way that she says it. She's actually going to come on the show, and I'm so excited for that, because the way she says it, the way she says it basically says, you are in command of your body. Do not allow your body to be in command of you. Let that land. Okay, your energy. Let's do an audit of that energy. Are you tired? Do you feel burnt out? Do you feel in this beautiful flow? Like the water. You just vibing, you just in it. Do you feel, is your energy in survival mode? Is your energy in celebratory mode? You're looking at your year and you're like, woo, 6 months in, I did that. Wow. I remember where I was at the beginning of the year. Woo, and I put that work in. Wait, when's the last time I took a break or a vacation? Oh, it's summertime. Let me just take a break. Let me take a trip. Be with that for a moment. Now clear that out. Your finances. Where are your finances right now? The truth about finances is the less bills one has, the less amount of money it's necessary to make. Where are your finances? And I don't want your mind to go straight to look at everything that's happening, Zen. What do you mean, where are my finances right now? Everything is high, high, high. Gas is up, up, up. No, 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 no. You and your finances. Where are you and your finances right now? Not groceries being high, not you may not be able to afford certain things or you're having a difficult time right now. Where are your finances right now? Have you paid things off? Have you not? Are they in a great standing place? Do you have any amount of money saved? If you have any amount of money saved, celebrate yourself. Where are your finances? Because finances are a very, very necessary resource. However, finances is still not your ultimate resource. Your energy is. Your energy is able to get you in the rooms. Your energy is able to have your name in rooms and in conversations that you're not even aware of. It's your energy. It's the likability and the energy of you, your aura. That's why I always end the show saying, allow your aura to speak before words do, because I'm speaking to your creative energy, which we all have. That is a valuable, valuable, valuable resource. Okay, clear the room. Your career. Woo! This one's about to speak to a lot of people right now. Where's that? What's that looking like? Okay, your emotional well-being, your friendships, your environment, your habits, your peace. Woo! Your peace. Your peace. On a scale of 1 to 5, where does your peace lie? Where does your peace lie? When's the last time you felt peace? Last episode 198, I proposed this question to you. When is the last time that you felt that joy? That may have been episode 197. Either way, I proposed the question. Now, what about your peace? Because in the midst of everything that is occurring and going on around you, you should not feel jolted and so uprooted that you do not feel peace, or that you're not able to come into that state of peace. I feel called right now to share the definition of peace with you. As a reminder, peace is a state, straight from Google, peace is a state of harmony and freedom from hostility, disturbance, or mental agitation. That is what peace is. That is what peace is. the state of harmony? Is there any hostility right now in your reality creation? Disturbance? Is there anything that is agitating you? If the answer is yes, how are you able to stop that and get back to your peace? Now that we have looked at all of this, what is your life telling you? Many people are receiving the same message. Now, when I say same, I'm not saying all of us collectively are receiving the exact message. What I'm referring to is many people, there's a message right now to each of us within this year of 2026. And many of us are receiving the same message repeatedly. That is truth. Truth is in your face. And with some of you, truth may be literally opening up its mouth so big, spit coming out, snotting out the nose, not yelling at you, but just, it's been saying it so much. It's like, when are you going to see it? When are you going to open your eyes and see it? Many people are receiving this same message repeatedly, but they're treating it like a random circumstance or circumstances instead of feedback. That is what truth does. Truth gives you feedback. I had a beautiful conversation with a friend recently. She said, it feels like everybody is being pushed outside of their comfort zone right now. And honestly, I agree with her. Look around. People are changing careers. People are leaving relationships. People are starting businesses. People are moving cities. People are redefining success. People are downsizing. They're moving from big cities to small towns. They coming from New York City, LA to Knoxville, Tennessee. They're rebuilding after loss. We are all in rebuilding mode right now. What are you rebuilding? What are you rebuilding? And I'm asking you all to remind me of this. There are some beautiful things that we will be doing where I will be able to interact with you all in real time. And when that time comes, remind me of this question I'm asking you. What are you rebuilding? Because I want to hear from you all in real time. It's so powerful to share that because that's going to support other members in this beautiful community, in this ecosystem that we're building together. People are questioning old identities. People are rethinking what actually matters. That's why it feels so uncomfortable, you all, because there is a collective discomfort that's currently taking place. Discomfort means growth. Think of a seed. Think of when a plant grows, it bursts out from that seed. I imagine that is not comfortable. That little tiny seed, for those who are mothers, think about childbirth. The process of a whole tiny human coming out of such a small area. It's not comfortable. However, the result of it is beautiful. The process of the birth, the process of even the plant it's being birthed out of that seed to bloom, to grow. And this is what I want each of you to hear today. I want to reframe discomfort. Discomfort means growth has arrived. There comes a point in life where comfort stops working. The routines that once felt safe start feeling restrictive. The environment that once felt familiar starts feeling small. The identity that once felt accurate no longer aligns with you. And people often mistake that feeling for failure. They also want to tie other narratives to it, but it's actually evolution. So here's the audit, you all. For your life, ask yourself, what is currently supporting my energy? Then ask yourself, what is currently contributing to the draining of my energy? What am I tolerating that I know has got to change or that I want to change? What keeps showing up in my life asking for attention? And 9 times out of 10, if it's been asking for your attention since January of 2026, even since December or the later half of 2025, it's really loud now. When are you going to address that? Also ask yourself, what have I outgrown? You've outgrown something. We're 6 months into the year. We all then outgrew something. And if you're not sure what you outgrew, look at where you are now and then look at where you were a year from now. Let's talk about that. Whew. I literally felt the energy of that. I literally just felt the energy of you all being with that and being like, whoa, completely different. What is calling you forward? What is calling you forward, and what is that call? State that call right now. What is the call? What is the message? Not what's calling you to be busy, not what's calling you to perform, what's calling you forward. Because those are 2 different things. The word busy and called. Let's get into it. Many people are busy. Few people are aligned. Many people are productive. And few people are honest about whether what they're producing still reflects who they're becoming. And that's the conversation. Because growth requires honesty, even if you don't want to see it, if you want to be in delusion about it, if you want to avoid it, you will not grow. Discomfort. Look at your home, your household, your workspace, the relationships, the people around you, the conversations you're having. Let's go back to the people around you. The people around you, let's do an audit of that. Who are the people that are in your life that you may not be growing those relationships and putting that investment of energy and time to those relationships, but what are you giving your energy and time to? The conversations you're having. What content are you consuming? Because many people out here consuming some junk. What are you consuming? And I want to celebrate you right now for consuming this show right here, because it's designed to support you in navigating life's highs, life's hits, and everything in between. Everything in your environment is shaping you. Everything. And if your environment you feel isn't supporting where you're going, It may be keeping you attached to where you've been, and why would you want to be there? This is the crazy thing about fear. This is the crazy thing about fear. Is literally just what I stated. Wanting to stay where you are, but at the same time setting goals and wanting to manifest and wanting to believe in God and believe in the divine, that a way will be made and change will come. But yet you're attached, you're enmeshed to who you've been. How in the world are you going to evolve? You're not. If you remain there, literally look at every aspect of your life. There's nobody living this life that is not navigating something. We are all navigating something. As long as we live and breathe and inhale and exhale, we are navigating something. Now let's talk about relationships and the audit of those. We'll be right back after this break. Now let's talk about relationships, because relationships often reveal what we've outgrown before anything else. Some relationships will grow with us and some relationships will grow apart from us. That's just the way it is. We've talked about this before when I spoke about capacity, because sometimes the tension we feel is because the capacity has changed. The vision has shifted. The priorities have changed. And we're wanting to force all old dynamics into a new season. And when you are going into a new season, that just won't work. That's literally like taking the plant and stuffing it back in the seed, which is impossible, will not happen, or taking the baby that you birthed and sticking it back up into your body. Make it make sense. Not able to do so because it doesn't. This one right here is huge. Pay attention to your energy, not just your schedule, your energy. And let's be mindful when it comes to your schedule, when you pay attention to your energy. And I'm speaking to myself with this. I literally just posted on Instagram. Go ahead and follow me, the Zen talking about corporate America not allowing them to take you in a tailspin. Not allowing them to literally be so enmeshed, you're so attached and enmeshed within it that on your off days, you're not able to take a pause. I've been there. I was just there. And guess what? Had to let it go. Had to let it go. Because a call for me in this 6 month of June is coming back to myself in a way that I have not done before. And how I get there is the way that I've been doing it, returning back to that, but also being open to the depth that it's going to take me to. Come on, somebody. Because your energy tells the truth before your words do. What energizes you? What exhausts you? What consistently leaves you feeling alive? And what consistently leaves you feeling depleted? Audit that. That's data. This is a part of the audit. What if this year isn't actually about achievement? Woo, oh, I done shook the foundation now. That's right, I said it. What if this year isn't actually about achievement? Did that hit a nerve with you? What if it's actually about alignment? What if the greatest success of this year isn't accomplishing more? Woo! Whoa, but becoming more honest, more clear, more intentional, more aligned. We're going to go to this brief interlude. I feel called it's necessary for you to pause with that. The Zen Effect Show is more than a show. It's a global conversation about how we live, grow, expand, and connect. Broadcasted across 80 plus countries through WBNC Radio and WJWR in Chicago, and replayed on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcast. This platform brings together thought leaders, advocates, wellness experts, cultural voices, and everyday people navigating life's highs and hits. This is where real conversations happen and where conscious brands meet conscious audiences. My audience, they don't just consume content. No, they engage with it. They listen for transformation. They share what resonates, and they support brands that align with their values. In today's landscape, audiences can feel when something is authentic and when it isn't. The Zen Effect Show was built on truth, reflection, and real connection. Each episode creates space for conversations around wellness, relationships, personal evolution, community dialogue, advocacy, cultural wellness, and the emotional realities of navigating modern life. Brands who partner with this platform are not just placing an advertisement. They're becoming part of a larger conversation that actually matters. Our brand partners receive more than exposure. They receive international integration into a trusted space, partnership opportunities that include featured sponsored segments within episodes, brand storytelling moments that align naturally with conversations, cross-platform promotion on radio, podcast platforms, and social media, audience engagement through authentic dialogue, collaborative campaigns that amplify both the brand and the message. Because here, sponsorship is not an interruption, it's integration with purpose. When brands align with the Zen Effect Show, they connect with an audience that values wellness and self-care, community building, emotional intelligence, personal growth, cultural and social impact. These are listeners who invest in brands that reflect their values, brands that help them live better, think better, and move through life more intentionally. That's the power of conscious partnership. If your brand believes in authentic connection, meaningful storytelling, wellness, and human growth, community impact, and conscious media, then we invite you to partner with us. Because when brands and conversations align, impact expands. To explore partnership opportunities here at the Zen Effect Show, connect with us to learn about those opportunities. Let's create something meaningful together because the conversations shaping people's lives deserve partners who believe in the same vision. This is the Zen Effect Show, where we shape the soul, shift the world, and come home to our power. And with the aligned partners, the impact only grows. Visit my website, www.thezeneffectco.com. Soul family, take one evening this week. No television, no scrolling, just a notebook. Create 5 columns. You can put some music on with no words. Just play the instrumentals. Go on YouTube. Well, you may get commercials on YouTube. Make it work. Okay? And create 5 columns. You already know what I'm going to ask of you because we just did it here. But now I want you to write it down because I want you to cement the energy into it. Because when you see it on paper and you're energetically writing it, the energy that's necessary to take place around it can shift, can move. So create 5 columns. Your 5 columns will read this. Relationships is a column, the career column, the finances column, the health column, the purpose column. And when you do this, if you want to share this, again, the beautiful things that I have that are coming for this show, I want you to bring it to the show if you feel so called. And also create a column for purpose. Then I want you to write for each what's working, what's not working, what is calling for your attention, what's necessary to be released, and what is calling you forward. Do not rush these answers. Allow them to come. Whatever comes up, allow it to come up. And be with it. Be present with it. The deeper truth here, you all, because I believe many people already know what they are being called to put more attention to. People know what they're avoiding. People know what's changing. Because awareness isn't the challenge here. The challenge is action. The challenge is action. This isn't about whether you've accomplished every goal. Again, what if this year is not about achievement? What if it's not about achievement, you all? What if this is the year that takes you deeper and takes you further into yourself? What if it's about the application and the execution? What if it's about you being more present with truth? Because the truth is, once you do that, you will achieve. But you are not able to achieve when you are still living in who you've been. People talk about death to ego. Being where you've been is death to your evolvement. Whoa. Are you listening to your life? Are you listening to your spirit? Are you listening to the feedback of your reality creation? You created it. How dare we? We all do it. How dare we? Create our reality and don't listen to the feedback. Make it make sense. Like we are just going to quote unquote perfectly craft it. You know, humans were funny. We really are. I believe that the divine laughs at us. Not laugh like funny haha, but just like, man, there's so many questions I have for the divine. Like, we be giving a whole comedy show. We really be giving a whole comedy show. Listen to the discomfort. Listen to what's wanting to emerge, and not even what's just wanting to emerge, what is actually emerging. Perhaps the greatest audit isn't measuring what you've achieved. Perhaps the greatest audit is discovering who you're becoming. And possibly the reason comfort feels uncomfortable to you right now. Because the next version of you is ready. ready for more truth, more alignment, more courage, more expansion. So don't just ask, what is it necessary to accomplish before the end of the year? No, 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 no. Ask, what is my life telling me right now? Because the answer to that question will change everything, will shift. Don't be in fear around it, because the truth is it's necessary for the change and shift to happen. Shape shift it. Shape shift it, shift it out, and shape shift. And that, you all, is part of navigating life's highs and its hits and everything in between, right here on the Zen Effect Show, you all. Be sure to join the Telegram. I see y'all looking in the Telegram. People have looked in the Telegram. Let me know too. Leave a comment if there's been some issues with the Telegram. People been looking, because I can see how many people have looked. We've had quite a few eyes, quite a bit of eyes looking at the Telegram, but I don't see anybody saying anything in the Telegram. Look. When we get our first 10 people in this Telegram, to answer these questions that's in the Telegram, y'all will start seeing more momentum in the Telegram. But I'm not going to put more momentum in the Telegram if you're not joining it. Why put my energy into it if you're not putting yours into it? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Okay, you all? This is a space for navigating life's highs, hits, and everything in between. And in order to do that, connectivity is essential. It's not an option. It's essential. So connect. Why not? You can connect from anywhere. That's why it's on Telegram. Okay, you all? Again, visit my website, thezeneffectco.com. If you just Google the Zen Effect Show, everything will come up. I made it to AI now. The AI on Google pulls up the Zen Effect Show. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I'm famous. No, I'm just messing. I'm like, oh gosh, AI pulled me up. I was like, wow. But you can just search the Zen Effect Show on Google. All the things will come up. Visit my website, thezeneffectco.com. Everything is there. Everything is on thezeneffectco.com. You can access my Instagram there. You can access, wait, let me check. Can you access my Kwame link? Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Hold up, because I just updated this. Can you access the Kwame link? Because my Kwame link also has where the Telegram chat is. Hold up, y'all. I'm seeing. Is it connect? Oh, you can actually access the Telegram chat through my website as well. So when you go on my website, and you see the social media icons, you'll see YouTube icon, Instagram icon, and the link icon. The link is a Telegram chat. I knew I put everything onto the website. Everything is there. Everything lives on the website, you all. Website and social media is how you will stay plugged in to this community. So I just encourage you to do so. If you're interested in my services, I'm here to support. I'm here to give some consulting, coaching, some creative strategy, even doing some creation for you. Okay? Let's get it. Let's go. We're all being called forward. And let me be real. What I can support you with is going to save you a lot of time. you YouTubing it and all that. That's great. However, it's going to save you a lot of time where you're going to be able to implement it immediately. Okay. And let's be real. All of us have strengths and all of us have things that we are not as strong in. And sometimes it actually all the time in what I'm speaking to, it makes more sense to put investment and to pay somebody to do it who's great at it than you figuring it out. And that's not where your strength is. Because the truth is this in business, when you focus on your strength and you have other individuals that are on your team that have strengths and they can focus on theirs to support your business, that's truly when you scale. Let's be real. It contributes to your scaling significantly. Take what resonated with you today and carry it into your week and allow your aura, your energy to speak before words do. Allow what you have received from this episode this week to activate something real within you. And again, if you're looking for a community of conscious conversation, inspiration, elevation, join my Telegram. Again, search the Zen Effect Show on your search engine. Go to the website, thezeneffectco.com. It's co, not show. It's co. Everything else, social media and stuff, is the Zen Effect Show. This is the thezeneffectco.com, okay? Because it's a whole company. So visit thezeneffectco.com to join the Telegram. It's also linked in my bio and my social media. You can also stay connected by following me again on social media. Be sure to start following my stories. I put things in my stories and I'm really wanting to put more in my stories. I have so much content on my phone and lifestyle things. I'm like, I've really got to share more in my stories. Working on it, y'all. Look, this episode, I'm also going to implement these things as well. What's called me forward, putting more things in my stories. Okay, you all? Be sure to subscribe on YouTube. Just search the Zen Effect Show for full episodes, interviews, exclusive content, and to book a call with me for collaboration, speaking engagements, public speaking, sponsorship opportunities. You want to be featured on the show, your business, because we have a massive reach, you all. I'm so grateful for this reach. For media inquiries, or to bring the Zen Effect Show to your event or platform for media coverage, go ahead and visit my website, The Zen Effect Co., or email me, thezeneffectco@gmail.com. You all. I'm your host, Zen Howard. This is the Zen Effect Show. And remember, again, to let your effect speak before your words do. Always remember to keep your soul hydrated and keep your spirit fortified. And until next week, stay elevated. Let's take this conversation beyond the broadcast. Let's get in this Telegram chat. Whatever has come alive for you, place it in the chat and I will see you there this week. That's a way that you are able to connect with me directly. So head on over. Stay elevated, you all. Blessings and abundance.